Hello and welcome, friends, to another episode of Unboxing and a Beer. This time we have Triceratops and the Xbox Series S. So I'm really excited to bring this to you, so let's get right into it. They even sent me a Microsoft brand box. Looks like the corners are sealed. He's got right. Oreo's box now. They tricked me. There's more than one. Whoa, this thing is tiny. Holy crap. You can't get in that one, are you? Oh, he's getting in it. Look at this though. Look at it compared to a cat. It's a very, very small console. There's a storage expansion slot, power cable slot, HDMI out, and then two USB 3, looks like, your Ethernet port. Pretty simple, straightforward. Unfortunately, there's no support for the Kinect, which was an integral part of the Xbox from 2013 to now. So it's a very big surprise that they didn't include it. I'm just kidding. And I'll talk about the controller once I get it actually hooked up.
I like the part where you're just jumping
I like the little grippies on this controller. Let's got another one right here. Let's kind of compare them real quick. So they're about the same size. Probably the exact same size. The new one has grips on the back, which is pretty nice. The D-pad feels like just as clicky as this one, but it seems to have more, I don't know what the word would be, like articulation, because of the way that it's designed. It can just go in all 8 directions instead of you having to hold both at the same time in order to get that same mechanic, so that's pretty cool. This appears to be the new share button. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I like the small improvements. Triggers have grips on them too. This one has them, but these are more uniform. I don't know. They feel more intense than the ones on this one. But yeah, let's get this hooked up, try it out. So after I got the Xbox plugged in, it was pretty easy to get everything set up on the software side. All I had to do was go onto the app, the Xbox app, type in a code, and it did the rest for me. It signed me in, updated my controller and the Xbox, and then I was good to go. Then after that, all I had to do was download the games that I wanted to play. It was a very quick and simple onboarding process, and I think that they did a good job on that. The feature that really stood out to me, one was the quick resume feature. It's kind of a game changer. You know, imagine you're playing a game and your friend is like, hey, yo, let's play Call of Duty or whatever. So you switch to Call of Duty, but they're not ready. Well, you're already at the main menu of Call of Duty, so you can go back to your single player game that you're playing. Your friend's like, hey, where are you at? You just switch back to Call of Duty, join your friend. When you guys are done with your match, you continue on from your game where you left off. It's a really, really cool and fun feature, but it's not something that I don't think that because it's up to the developers to implement, and it's not every game supports it. So your mileage may vary depending on what you play. The fast load times, though, there are a lot of games that experience super fast load times compared to the Xbox One, even the PlayStation 4. So that's something that I think that if it's taken advantage of properly, we'll see almost no load times. The only really big issue that I ran into, well, not big issue, but the only thing that I ran into with the loading is with Ninja Gaiden Black, no console could load that game fast. It takes like 2 or 3 minutes on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and now Xbox Series S. I'll play that in full time right now. But that's pretty much it. Like overall, I think it's a good console. Microsoft did a good job in creating it and making the onboarding really easy and making iterating on their user interface. But there's no, like, they pushed Halo out. There's no new game that tells people that they need to get an Xbox. And I understand that that's their strategy, but if I'm going to be recommending a product, I think you might want to wait on this one if you do have an Xbox One X. If you have the original Xbox One, or if this is the first Xbox you're looking at, the Xbox Series S is a really strong contender and a really good console. So if that is where you're coming from, I do recommend it. But if you're coming from an Xbox One X, you might not want it unless you really, really want that quick resume, or you're playing really big games with really long load times. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll be releasing a PlayStation 5 video at some point this week. I had some issues with my footage, so I have to go back and fix that. But yeah, till next time.